Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. City Chiefs taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. Walker now at 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On third down, here's Walker. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. 𝔠𝔲𝔞𝔩 got the sack there.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now here's Mahomes. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 63 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
12-7 is the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes.
Throw left side, complete to Toney.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 7-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 2. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett.
He's got the first down and more.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
To throw again is Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Seahawks have yet again retaken the lead.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On first down, Wilson steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
picked off by 𝔯𝔲𝔥𝔬𝔮. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
From the 38, Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable for Lockett. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick return, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems... And he will have... He got 4 on third down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he finds... It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Over and a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you can't. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to Walker on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Wilson to throw. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Finding Kelce once again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain the play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
To the right side, it's Kelce. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep.
And he coughed it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Wilson wants to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Seahawks are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're going to speed things up here. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Baron Browning coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.